From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Look at that. Look at him. Check 56. Not today, Ron. Not today. Spot. Gun.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
To throw again on second down. Newton. Pass caught by Reggie Bonifay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
20.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 95-56. 95-56.
Second and 5 now. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this throw caught left side. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first and 10, here's Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard.
53.
Breeze now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Carolina.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Past the 20. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. There's Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready. Great.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
54. You must be dreaming. 11.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
5-9. 54.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 56, Mike, 56. I got you, boy. I got you. 56 to Mike.
On first down, it's Newton. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. McCaffrey, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
We got this. First and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Ready? Ready?
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gano the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Do you tighten up?
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and now it's second down.
You're good. Line 4, ready. Here I come again.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. They'll look to set up his blockers.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. 21. Hey, easy.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Under.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now he's got it. And he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
56.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Newton on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Our time. It's our time.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, here's Newton. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now Scarlett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now it's Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35.
Ready? 180? 56 is the mic. 65, 65, 65.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Ready? 180? Mike 47. Watch the slam.
Play action. It's Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Here we go. All day, every day, any day.
Here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolute.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it with Scarlett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
56. Watch the pass. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Great.
They turn to Scarlett again. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
mine. I don't